Hey guys, Mark here. Hope you're all well today. And today we are testing the new Triumph Tiger XRT 800cc. Now I've been itching to ride this particular model for a while now. I did a demo ride the 2015 model a few years back, and I actually had the sort of pleasure of riding it for a few hundred miles one weekend as well. And I was super impressed with that bike. You know, these middleweight adventure touring bikes are really popular if you don't want to sort of spend, you know, £15,000 plus on like a BMW R1250 or a Multistrada, and they make a lot of sense. You know, they're still very powerful, they're very affordable, and really for everyday use here in the UK they've got plenty enough power. So let's just walk around this bike. This one's apparently has got 200 new upgrades compared to the old model, and say we'll ride it in a minute and just I'll let you know what I think about it all. So just walking around, the screen seems a lot bigger than before, and it's 5-way adjustable, manual adjustable there. We've got LED daytime running lights here. Now this is the XRT model, meaning top of the range. XR is the road range. Fog lights on this. Upside down Showa forks, I believe. Very, very strong Brembo brakes on this, and we're running Metzeler Torrance tyres, 100 on the front and 150 on the rear. We have an 800cc engine producing 95 horsepower at 9,500 revs, and it has 79 newton meters at 8,000 revs. So typical, beautiful, smooth Triumph triple with that glorious soundtrack, and it has a new lighter exhaust with even better sound, and I can just vouch for that now. It sounds amazing when you open it up. Has a lower first gear, lighter exhaust, I said that, up to 6 riding modes on the top of the range model. ABS is standard on this, and traction control, and it has a seat height of between 810 and 830 mil. Now when I got on this bike half an hour ago, the seat was in its highest position. I was a bit tiptoes, I must admit, because I'm only an average height guy, 5'7", and I dropped it down 30 mil onto its lower position, and now I'm almost sort of flat to the floor. So a good bike for sort of average riders and taller riders as well. So I'm sure you agree, you know, it's a pretty striking looking bit of kit. Dry weight is 199 kilos, so not too heavy. So just going through the ranges, it starts at the XR, which is the bottom of the range. XR is the road versions with the cast wheels. They start from £9,200, going up to the XRX, which is probably the most popular one that people are going to go for, which is pretty well spec'd, and then the XRT, which goes up to a whopping £12,300, and then you can go to the XCX, which is more off-road, and then the XCA, which goes up to £12,700. So, and they also do an XRX in a low. So there's about 6 different models to choose from: XR, XRX, and XRT, which is what this one is, and then you've got the XCX and XCA, which is more off-road. Anyway, XRX gets the TFT screen, cruise control, and heated grips, and the XRT has, as well as that, heated seats, and a centre stand. So lots of different sort of variants to choose from here, but I'm sure you'll agree, you know, it's a cracking looking bike. So let's fire this screen up and have a little look. This is kindly loaned by 3 Cross Motorcycles here in Dorset, south of England. And I'm hoping you can see that screen there, but it is absolutely fabulous, the TFT screen. And I didn't realise, but TFT stands for Thin Film Transistor, if you didn't already know. So you can scroll through on the toggle switch here, all the different things, different rider modes, road, rain, all that sort of good stuff. It is really, really beautiful to look at that screen. Amazing. Great stuff. Anyway, without further ado, let's hop on and let you know what I think. I do like the matte blue finish on this. So as I said, I put this seat in the lowest position, and I'm pretty much flat-footed now. My legs are right out straight, but I feel very confident in this. It's not too tall at all, and it doesn't feel too heavy either. The screen looks massive compared to the older model that I rode. The older model sort of just had a screen here. This one's right up here, so that's really nice. Anyway, let's fire her up. So I say this is a pretty new bike, hasn't done many miles at all. Yeah, lovely screen. So I've always been a fan of these Triumph Tigers. That's such a good all-round middleweight adventure touring bike. Right, let's try this out. So straight away you can't help but be impressed by that beautiful, smooth Triumph Triple 800cc engine, which has got absolutely bags of grunt from low revs. That is the really nice thing about triples. They kind of give the punch from low revs of a twin, but with the smoothness of a inline four. So you get the best of all worlds. And this really does feel like a beautifully polished piece of kit straight away. So as I say, we've got about 12 degrees centigrade today, which is unbelievably mild for February here in the UK. So let's work through the bike as I always do. So that screen is on its lowest position, and in its lowest position there's virtually no wind at all on me. It's beautiful. I can feel a little bit going over the top of my helmet. Just put my visor down. But I'm cocooned in a bubble of tranquility here. So 5 stars to the screen, and they say if you're a taller guy you could put it up another 4 inches or so. So superb screen, and I'm loving these little deflectors down here as well. Mirrors are exceptional, big, clear, top marks there, lovely. So the suspension, I've ridden this already for about a quarter of an hour, and I can say it's really, really plush. It soaks up all the bumps beautifully. Got a lot of bumpy roads here in the UK, but it still feels really compliant, slightly sporty, should we say. So it's not a wallowing kind of, beast, but it feels really nice, nicely damped. So top marks for the suspension. So this particular model's got cruise control, heated grips, heated seat as well, which I've just put on the heated seat, and I've just put on the heated grips. Let's try those out. So here we are in top gear, coming up to 60 miles an hour, and it's doing just a shade over 4,000 revs. And it is super relaxed, really, really nice piece of kit for cruising this. I say this sort of type of bike makes such a lot of sense if you want to do distance. You can load it up with the Triumph panniers, and for most people something like this would be just as good as say a BMW R1200 or 1250 or a big Multistrada. There's plenty of power here, and quite a bit cheaper, several £1,000s cheaper. So they make a lot of sense, these mid-capacity adventure tourers. Alright, let's just try these Brembo brakes out. Wow. As always, incredible power. And they're probably not even fully bedded in yet. Right, let's do this all-important 30 mile an hour fueling test. There we are, 4th gear. Wow, that's absolutely impeccable. Couldn't be any smoother. No hunting or surging. That is lovely. 5th gear. Yeah, that's lovely. See if it will take top at about 30 without any snatchiness. Yeah, that's lovely. So wide open throttle now. There's 30, 40, 50, 60 and beyond. Absolutely fly. So 5 stars on the engine performance there. And it absolutely flicks through these bends with the lightest of touch on the big wide bars. And the riding position is, as you would expect, very upright and commanding. My hands are as wide as me apart, virtually no weight at all on my wrists, so excellent riding position, really nice. Right, let's drop this down to 2nd and give it a bit of power. Yeah, loads of go there. Really, really nice. Just drives that engine. It's just, the throttle response is fantastic. You just twist and go. It's no lag at all. It's instantaneous. Really nice. Now this seat is kind of sculpted shape. It's not like a flat. It's got a bit of shape to it, and it's very comfortable. I'm an average sort of size guy, should we say, and it's very comfy. So no problems with comfort on this. Clutch, cable clutch is lovely, really lovely and smooth. Oh, I love that soundtrack. Just can't beat that sound of that triple. Yeah, the clutch is super smooth, and the take is about midway. It's fully adjustable on the clutch and the brake, so all good there. Yeah, this is a really, really nice bike. So the heated seat's kicking in now. I'm getting nice and warm. Yeah, with this engine, it's just got such a fantastic soundtrack. You just want to keep opening up from low and into the mid-range. It's superb. Yeah, it's really nice round the bends, very sure-footed. And this should be pretty good on fuel, being the 800cc. You know, you should be able to get an easy 50 to the gallon out of this. Excuse me. So yeah, top marks of the screen, the mirrors are lovely. Throttle response, this is a ride-by-wire throttle, so there's no kind of cable as such, and it's so light, an instantaneous throttle response. It's superb. They've really got this engine to a T now. I love all the heated grips. TFT screen is lovely. So the riding position is nice. I don't think you'd need bar risers on this. It's pretty good as it is, to be honest. Yeah, leg room is first class. Got plenty of room. My legs are only slightly bent up, and in terms of vibrations, it's a tiny buzz through the bars, through the grips. Nothing to worry about, and virtually nothing through the foot pegs. Let's just take that up to a higher frequency. So we're at 6,000 revs now, fourth gear, and it's pretty much the same. Yeah, so very smooth engine, really, really good. Let's just slow it down again and do some acceleration for you. Second gear. See if you can hear this sound. Really makes you grin. So it's great because you've got a bike with a lot of performance. It's very smooth. You could ride this for 300-400 miles easily in a day, but it's practical as well, and this sort of thing really suits bumpy roads that aren't in that good condition, like the sort of ones we've got here in the UK. So these sort of bikes make a lot of sense. Now this bike's biggest competitor, I would say, is the Yamaha Tracer. I think they're around about £10,000, maybe start at 9,000 and 10,000 for the touring model. So possibly they might be a bit cheaper spec, but depends what you like the look of. They've got more power, claimed 115 horsepower on the Tracer. This one's about 95, but I'd hazard a guess to say this has got more bottom end power, which is a bit more what you need really for UK roads. Yeah, leans nicely, no problems there. Yeah, first class bike this, guys, really nice. You can definitely sort of feel the improvements compared to the old model. Seems to have a shorter first gear, which gives it a bit more instant sort of pickup. It's really good. Just try and get that camera in there so you can have a good look at that screen. Scroll through all the different things. Really nice. Yeah, as I expected, a superb piece of kit. Feels very kind of BMW GS-like, you know, it's got that feel to it, you know, big, wide, commanding position, big screen, big mirrors, big chunky bars. I like the handguards here are nice. Fully spec piece of kit this. Yeah, really, really good. So let's have another walk round, guys, if you'd have a look. So Triumph Tiger 800 XRT. So this is the top of the range in the XR range, and they start on the XR, which is still a really nice bike, and that comes in at about £9,200. So all in all, a really nice piece of kit. I do like those headlights, those LED headlights now. Super strong Brembos, really, really nice long travel suspension. Yeah, excellent for soaking up all the bumps. Nice sound tracker from that Triumph Triple, awesome. So this has got the scaffolding on it to fit the panniers on, if you so wish to do so. So guys, what do you think of that bike? Been getting through them lately. This has always been a favourite category of mine. I think if I had to only have one bike for the rest of my time, Adventure Tourers would probably be the sort of thing I'd go for. I mean, I'm a sports bike fan myself, really. I've always had sports bikes, but these sort of things, you know, I've had Multistradas before, and that was an amazing piece of kit, but I don't think you can go wrong with these sort of middleweight Adventure Tours. They do so much. They're good at lots of different things. Alright guys, well, I hope you enjoyed that. Please feel free to post any comments. I will try and answer as many as I can. Please hit the thumbs up button if you like this bike, and share and subscribe, and I'll catch you all again on the next test ride. All the best, guys. See you soon. Bye bye.